Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to jump in right away. If you are enjoying these ones and would like to see more of these, go ahead and hit subscribe. Let's see what's coming your way. After the cup and the saucer, I'm going to move on to your tarot. Okay, I see some good news on the brink of this. Can be like in the very new that you're going to be receiving it right away because it's on the timeline where it starts and ends. And it is actually falling towards the end of the 4th week, okay? I was wondering if it's going to fall into the beginning or the end. Seems like this news are going to be showing up towards the end of the 4th week. By the way, I also see a pathway opening here. There's a funnel that is forming a chunk of money. The funnel can be indicative of maybe an investment that you are a part of, or something that energy that you funneled into something will actually start producing something for you in the future. It can be indicating of that as well, but it's looking very well. It's towards the end of the 3rd week. It seems like outside resource. This can be like an outside opportunity coming your way as well. I see on the bottom here, there's a person with I was gonna say cloak, but those wool coats, like that, officials usually wear that kind of like wool tall coats. This person is like a masculine character wearing it. It's under the cup. Timeline wise, it's like towards the end of the 2nd week you show up. This can be like unexpected official news coming forward, or maybe an official coming into your life will maybe inform you about certain things. Sometimes the abundance can be actually indicative of avoiding certain financial mishaps as well. And I feel like because it's on the bottom, it's not really something adding into your life, but it is actually preventing something to leave your life. Okay, so if you're hearing something, or maybe a mail is coming or information is traveling to you, take that into account. Okay, that can be actually a preventative measure that will protect what you have already created. Okay, and let's dive into your cup. I see here there is something rising and towards the end of the 2nd week. Yes, like I mentioned, there's a person here. There might be this can be even maybe an investment that you have, or like stocks and bonds, and you might be feeling something is coming, because these kind of things are really fragile. I'm not really expert. I don't really do investments like that, but I know from the people, even the slightest news can affect what's happening in those markets. So it can be something like that. You're overhearing, feeling like it is going to actually shake up the industry, or it can be something like that. Being aware of having like an open ear eyes is important at this moment, because this is something like subdued. It's on the bottom. It's not very visible. Okay, but you will become aware. You will know about it. It can be like an intuitive guidance coming to you also. Okay. What else I see here? There are 2 people. One of them is taller than the other one, but the other one has a bigger head. The head is like flying. Meaning, I feel like you can be the person actually listening to someone talking about something that they have as a plan, but their plans are not probably grounded. I see here the Capricorn. There's a goat right there. This person can be a Capricorn, but there's an Aries behind it. There's like a ram behind it. So Capricorn is grounded as well. They're earth signs too, but the Aries one can be someone who is actually head on the clouds. Even though they have the tendency of like a leadership characteristics they carry, this person might not carry the responsibilities of the leadership. Maybe they have the characteristics as like to how to show the people, how to take care of things, how to get things done, but they're not really responsible to follow up after it. Okay, so I feel like here this can be again something, a smart idea coming up with you. Maybe if you're working with a team, working with a person, or if you are like actually retired, that you're actually trying to get help from someone you think knowledgeable. This person can be someone impulsive. Okay, the Capricorn here can be someone trying to damage control, and the Aries, the real face of this thing, can be someone actually impulsive, not very thoughtful, not very considerate of how the things are actually going to evolve. Okay, so doing your math is going to be important here. If this is maybe like you keep applying for jobs, and this can be an interview that you're going to be going through as well. I see another person, the head on the clouds, like that you're having a conversation with. So There can be also like a second personality that you're going to be talking to here, okay? Engaging together. That second person can be the established one. Or this can be like two options that you have in front of you. Maybe one of them sounds fun, the other one sounds boring, and the fun thing can be something that doesn't really have like a ground, okay? That doesn't have like a foundation. Okay, maybe it's gonna fall into the ground as soon as you start to walk into this thing. Okay, I see there's a beautiful cup appearing right next to it. If this is like an offer that you're dealing with, the cup indicates there's a second option you have, something that is going to be emotionally fulfilling you. And there's a tree right next to it. Tree is a very beautiful sign because it indicates longevity in your success. It's not only going to be momentary success. This can be something that you will start doing, following up. This can be your heart's desire coming to you, that because the cups indicate something emotionally fulfilling. You're going to be following that, and that will have roots. That's gonna put roots down. And the water energy is actually a feeder of the plant life. So this is going to grow into something massive. This tree kind of reminds me of a baobab trees. I don't know if that's how they're pronounced. If you read The Little Prince, the book, they're actually mentioned in there. And so I see this tree is actually going to have a wide body, and it's going to be actually like spreading its roots down into the earth, which is going to bring a lot of stability into your life. This is in the first week, can be an idea coming to you that you will follow up and you will end up with a great result. And I see here towards the second week, there is a person right there with a mustache and a hat. This can be symbolizing of like a patriarchy, authority figure appearing in your life, but they're on the bottom. So on the bottom level, you might receive some like an invitation or some letter from the government that you might have to think about it. But I don't feel like this is going to take a big space in your life at this moment, but it has like a blooming, flowering out of like rose petals here. So this can include something that will be useful. I said government, but it can be institution as well. But maybe this institution is something that helps people to purchase new homes and maybe recover and or rebuild their homes, if that's the case, if that's what the help that you're looking for. Can be something like that as well. Okay, and don't discard everything as spam. If you're seeing something, that can be something useful for you, but also being aware of the spams and scams are also important too, because what you do is you give your energy to those things that actually drain your energy. Okay, and our energy is our currency. Money is actually a type of energy that we consume and we attract, we produce. And the more energy you have, the more you can attract. So if you're dealing with some things also, they are wasting your time, like doesn't really have any results, and you're aware of them, you need to maybe become aware and cut them off. Okay. And I see another thing here. There's actually a big crowd forming within the second week. I'm sorry. There's a person's face right there. And this person actually looks like someone very serious on top of their business. I see a yin yang above his head. Yin yang indicates a balanced personality. It can be a Libra because of the scales, but it doesn't mean that Libras are going to be 100% always balanced. But the Libra also indicates justice. This can be someone who's actually dealing justice or have dealings with justice issues. So if you have any legal things, I don't really see any legal papers here. But this can be also someone who's actually writing the guideline for certain things, and you can tap into the information that they're giving you. I'm going to go by the example of, again, finding a job. For example, when you go to an interview, and when I first started looking for jobs, they don't really teach you in school that, okay? There are certain questions that the recruiter has. In some schools, they're probably teaching it, but not in fashion schools and stuff. They don't really go down that road. What happens is they have a certain type of questions they ask you, okay? A list of questions. It's memorized, or they are all like they're memorized because they ask it to a billion people. So you answer those questions in a certain way. And if you are not really experienced in those kind of job searches, you don't really have a strategy. You just answer them randomly. Sometimes they ask you like, what are your flaws? And you don't want to actually say that this is my flaw, that's my flaw. because it sounds bad initially when you think about it. But when you think through and read those, like what the answers should be, there's actually strategic answers to every questions that the recruiters wants to hear. Okay. And which I didn't know. And then until I started practicing with a friend of mine, because I was very lucky finding jobs, but then there was a time I had a hard time. And then I practiced with a hiring manager of a friend of mine, and he started asking me these questions, and I got so frustrated, and I'm like, why do you keep like pushing me? He says your answers are not good enough, and I'm like, what are you talking about? We're not even working in the same field. And then I come to realize, he said, this is standard. This is standard. And I come to realize in the past I was lucky enough because my skills were good enough to get the jobs that I wanted. But then if you wanted to aim higher, then you had I must had a strategy, and that actually revealed to me at that moment. And I see all these like dots, the writings here. The strategy is very important. If you have a certain goal, I even see here like you have a boxing glove in your hand, like rising it up in the air. This is actually indicative of your success. Strategy is the most important thing. If you're looking for a job, you have to have a strategy. If you're looking for making certain amount of money, I feel like the strategy is going to be revealed to you. And this can be coming through heart connections. Maybe when you follow your heart, you're going to be able to achieve success here. You're going to be able to find your own strategy and develop something for yourself. But this can also be like cultivating knowledge you have. Okay, but I feel like the second week is all about like developing a strategy. The strategy can even be about, maybe you're saying, I'm retired, I'm not looking for a new job, I'm not looking for new finding a new profession. I don't care about learning new things. Maybe you want to get some extra help from the government. Again, you have to have like a certain research necessary, because who's going to pay you that? Where are you going to get that? Like, I feel like there's going to be some, this writing things down is going to be your thing, because you're Virgo. You are the most organized, I know, in the zodiac. You are the most put together, and you have a massive capacity of making strategic plans, and I feel like you're going to put those into work. And as soon as you do, it's not going to be taking too long. I see the pathway right away opening here within the third week, and you have someone that you're having a conversation right away. The path will be revealed. Okay. And here, the thing that I see that maybe you should be aware of is this person is actually riding on the back of a shark. The shark can be indicative of someone actually like who is opportunist. Okay, but if this is like you're going to pursue this pathway, you're going to achieve what you want, maybe you will even figure out how to deal with the shark energy here. Okay, moving on from that, I see here a crescent moon forming. This indicates legal accomplishment, governmental success. Like I said, if you are actually aiming for something for in a higher level, there's another person with a mustache here. Because we have patriarchy this day and age, I usually interpret this kind of like a man with mustache as like government and legal support, institutional care. Can be like a school, university. If you're applying for something, that's going to be the approval coming forward. This can be maybe in a class that you're dealing with a person that it's having a hard time for you to pass. I feel like that pass will be coming forward maybe even the fourth week. The outside path, we saw it here. And the fourth week, again, I see that you're having a conversation with a tall gentleman here. This can be tall gentleman, can be you as well. Maybe you're having a conversation with short women. So this conversation behind it, there's actually going to be a huge valley of opportunities. The doors are opening for you here, okay? But I feel like this is going to be inside the environment of the building of that government. That the government doesn't have to be. It's like a building of institution. Okay. Yeah, there's a beautiful valley of opportunities opening up for you here. And I see like a ring with a massive stone on it. The ring indicates commitment. So in this space, when you step in, you're going to be receiving the commitment that you're looking for as well. The offer of the commitment, though, if you don't accept the ring, you cannot really form the contract. Let's get into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see two little fish actually showing up. they in the beginning of the first week. This can be two good opportunities coming your way. I see your desire coming, slowing very fast, not slowing down just a bit, but then there's some like unexpected developments. These are tears of joy coming forward, and that will actually fasten the process. I see the Capricorn energy here again. Capricorn is a resilient energy. This can be a Capricorn that you're dealing with, which has a little like what's that, buffalo energy here. Buffalo is like a force of nature. So together they're going to be like carving a pathway. This can be people already carving a pathway for themselves. The Aries right there, again, the ram is standing there, which are very small. I feel like here maybe you are actually dealing with something, or something is not really happening the way you want it to be, and you're feeling like you're missing an opportunity. But compared to the size of the Capricorn energy, like the resilience, discipline, structure, and pursuing like in a very stubborn way what you want, is actually going to overcome just being actually like following the leader, following someone that claims to be a little leader. Okay, so it can be, the second option can be a little bit like taking a little bit longer, but eventually it is going to put you in a very powerful position. I see there your energy field is intact here. Outside of it, there are many people. People might be gossiping about your success. You see how beautiful it flows into your life. So if this is affecting you, maybe you're feeling it. Maybe you're not really seeing that they're talking about you, but you're feeling the energy. It's good to just keep things, not to share with them. And I see a letter H here. It can be in the first name or the last name of someone. There's a letter M, G, Georgia. And there's actually here a beautiful peacock showing up here, but the peacock is hiding its head. It's not showing it to the crowd. So basically you are going to obtain something which is going to be something amazing. And outside, maybe the people, I'm not saying they actually have negative intentions, because I see like they're a very light crowd, but it can be something that is going to be overwhelming for you if you release what you're doing. Okay, eventually I feel the energy that you're going to be sharing the results, final results with people, but you see there's a second actual double shield around you. When you get the double shield, then you're going to be able to share what's actually happening in your life. Okay, let's dive into your tarot now. Okay, if you have a specific desire, an intention, or a question, it's good to focus on that one so we can get clear answers. Okay, we're going to start out by looking into your current situation. Okay, we have Seven of Wands. This one to come. Okay, two of them want to come forward. So it seems like here we have Daughter of Swords. This can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy that you're dealing with. Justice can symbolize actually some legal situation. With Aquarius can be your wish fulfillment. Gemini can be your heart's desire, soulmate relationship, maybe something that you would like to manifest when we look at the big picture. This is something against this happening here, okay? The Seven of Wands is you drawing your boundaries here. You not allowing the negativity come into your energy field, because maybe this can be the Daughter of Swords right here. Someone is actually fighting with you, maybe trying to enter into your energy field. We have Seven of Swords. This can indicate two things. The first thing can be the person that you're dealing with can be doing something, lying, stealing, cheating behind your back. There's negativity here. Or this can be you actually trying to come up with a different strategy, because this can be a situation that you always dealt with the same manner and it didn't really go well. But this time, you see he's actually taking the swords away before the dawn, because he's going to be ending the situation without bloodshed. So your situation can be actually deciding on, okay, I'm going to put my shield up, but I'm not going to do the same mistakes of the past. I'm not going to dwell on that. And I'm going to change my strategy and find a better way to resolve this conflict. I feel like your actually energy is now focused on the solution rather than actually maybe just creating more of like a drama here. Let's see the opportunity. Where the opportunity lies is we have 10 of Pentacles. It seems like here this situation is actually going to work out for your highest good and best benefit, because we have here long-term security, financial strategies actually working out very well. And I see plenty of material things also coming forward. This can be someone that you're actually arguing with. Maybe they don't believe in the abundance of the universe, that everything is actually, when if something is meant for someone, it is always finds them. You might be dealing with someone who's in the lack mentality, okay? And their energy might be putting you in the same thought pattern as well. But what happens is the opportunity lies there. This can be even like a family issue that you're finding a solution, that's where the opportunity will lie for you. We're going to get more clarifiers. We have empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. And I feel like here, this can be even like a person that you're holding on to, and or a situation that you're holding on to, thinking that it's going to be, if you hold on to it too tightly, you're going to get what you deserve. But it is maybe even lowering your energy down, okay? If you let them go, that's where the opportunity lies. The best things are going to reveal themselves to you. And this can be a family business that you might be running, or maybe something that is owned by a family that you're going to come across, which will be extremely beneficial for you. Overall, the future is looking extremely bright. The risk is here, Four of Swords, resting too much, waiting too much, okay? Maybe you're thinking, I have to be in the right mind or right physical condition. The planning has to be impeccable in order for me to keep moving. And that can slow you down. That can slow down the process. That is actually your downfall. That can be the downfall, the risky part of the things. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So do not be stagnant when it comes to achieving your goals and dreams. And final result is the Sun. A lot of optimistic opportunities coming your way, positivity flooding your life. The Sun is going to be shining on your desires, your wishes. Everything is going to be actually coming in the right place, in the right time, falling to the right place. We have the Marriage, the Kangaroo. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Okay, so it is actually, instead of sleeping or maybe resting or waiting for the inspiration to come, going with your nudges can be the way to go here. Marriage is a contract. It's representative of a contract, is a long-term stability, financial security. It seems like maybe even familial bond will bring you something, okay? We have a journey coming ahead here. Okay, this is actually here. I'm sorry. The journey is your current situation. You're not going to be staying in that space for too long. There are plenty of material things. Your boxes actually filled with greatness. You're going to be moving on from current situation very fast. You're not going to stay in that place for too long. We have the occupation here. So maybe this is a family occupation that you're actually taking someone else's place, and that will put you in the successful pathway. And let's see what you should be avoiding here. We have the Lover's energy with the Four of Swords. Maybe trusting in the Lover's energy, maybe trusting in someone that you have very close to you for a long time can be the risky part of it. And like maybe if they are telling you, okay, everything is under control, I got this, you don't have to check with me, you don't have to look into this, that can be the problem here, because you might have to use your intuition to check with what's happening. Also, if they're saying, okay, where you are is the perfect place, you don't have to move, you don't have to do progress, you can just be stagnant and wait for the things to come. This is basically suggesting that it is okay to grow where you are, but sometimes intuition guides you towards certain actions, and those actions doesn't have to be related to material wealth or so. It can be related to something that may be avoiding of loss, okay, that you're being called to. Maybe you need to take action in that manner. If you're being called to do things that just pick up the phone and call that person, send an email, maybe you want to go to a store next door, maybe there's something different that you're going to find there. Maybe you're looking for something perfect for yourself, that store will have it, can be actually leading to your success. You wouldn't know how it's going to inspire you and how it's going to lead you, but if your higher self is guiding you towards it, there's something that you need to find in there. We have a house appearing here with the Sun card. And it says, okay, unsettled times can be coming forward within the family structure. If this is like a family business that you're dealing with, or in a house, you want to have a structure in your home, increase your wealth and abundance in your house space. So it can be actually requiring to follow the optimism, the good opportunities, and unsettled times can be coming forward generally overall around the world because the economy is not its highest and best at this moment. That's why it might be giving you a signal to actually be prepared. But this doesn't mean actually plan for the doomsday. It doesn't seem like a doomsday coming forward here. It can be maybe a temporary situation that will shake up the environment. So you don't have to, be guided by the rulings of others. If you're prepared, you can actually put down your own rules. Marriage is a contract. It's a government enforced contract. Okay, so it actually ties two people together, gives them and even families together. Okay, because we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Maybe you're actually planning to marry into a good family. It can be something like that as well. It doesn't have to be always like career and the way you make money. It doesn't have to be always career or inheritance or maybe something that you put a lot of effort into. It can be something like that. Another thing with the marriage is it is actually a merging of two powers. Okay, it can be someone that you are actually going to partner up with and create this beautiful new energy together, and maybe start attracting money into your life. Can be partnering up, maybe if you're looking for a new job with a recruiter, if you're looking for a new school to get education, finding that person who actually arranges those kind of paperwork that's necessary. It's like finding that person that you're going to be actually upgrading to another level with. Maybe someone experienced already, which I said, as soon as I said that, the teacher came forward. There is someone out there that can be your guidance. The guidance doesn't have to be, it's not about age. It's not about how famous they are. It's about the results that they can show. I feel like this person have already accomplished certain successful things in their life, and they are also already a good example for you, for others. And what's going to happen here is, I feel like when you follow their guidance and they have the necessary books in front of them, they're showing to the lady here, she's reading. So it's about being actually in your feminine energy and using your creativity while you're learning these things. And this person's energy will be guiding you towards this sunshine, okay? This positivity, this good days. And they will probably help you bypass the stagnancy here with the Four of Swords. We have the Desert Prince here, survival, false promises. This is what's left behind you. We're moving on to a new future, okay, with your energy. So if you have felt that, like maybe you had to do a lot of things, because the Desert Prince is a fire energy. Maybe you worked a lot on your projects and you did everything as needs to be done, and you're an earth sign. You might have cultivated to cook the clay that you are. The fire can indicate like burning, maybe learning. If you know, I'm using here Sufi tarot actually. Sufism is the religious teaching. I don't want to say religion because it's not exactly religion, but it is like related to some part of Islam, taught by Rumi. If you know him, he's a poet. So, and he's actually a teacher as well. He has a teacher's energy, and he always gives the example of like burning with the fire to actually become whole, be experienced. Okay. He uses that analogy a lot in his like teachings and stuff. So I feel like here in the past, as you're an earth sign, as a clay, you're cooked now. You're ready. You're ready for a new future. You don't have to go through more of the trials and tribulations anymore. Trials and tribulations. So you are actually like advancing into the next level this time. We have Pluto. It's time to be reborn here. It might sound weird here because this is like translated from French to Turkish, and then I translated to English. So that's why the grammar can be a little bit off. The thing here is Pluto is actually the planet of, with the Saturn, is the planet of money and success. Okay, so seems like you're with your experiences, and the more that you put onto it, you are moving on to a new dimension, a rebirth. Okay, there's a beautiful rebirth coming your way, and this is going to be something glamorous. This is not going to be something like a dull thing. It is going to be something brand new and beautiful. We have a butterfly flying here. We have the gazelle. Gazelle is so beautiful. Is your spirit animal. I mean, sometimes some animals come by and I say, you know what, you might come across this month around like this next 4 weeks, this animal, and they're actually telling you, signaling you that they are with you. They are here and they're going to be supporting you. Gazelle is an earth animal. You are an earth sign, so it is actually supporting your growth, heightened awareness ability, and being vulnerable, okay? She is graceful, perceptive, and artistic. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you, letting it nourish your gentle spirit, okay? So basically, Gazelle is a very innocent, beautiful spirit. And she is here to tell you that you are actually completing your cycle. And Gazelle, we have the horns. I saw the horns like twice in there. I think like there's actually someone with the long horns. I said Capricorn, but can also be the Gazelle. So if you are in the worry timeline, survival of following the false promises, you're completing that timeline now. Gazelle actually a very good signal that you are upgrading to a better level, that you don't have to worry about anything anymore. You can keep that childlike innocence and follow that beautiful intuition that is coming to you. You use your intuition and that will make beneficial changes in your life, okay? That will upgrade your financials and current situation into a higher level. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.